And we're going back behind the scenes at PPAC, a very highly anticipated production of Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, coming to PPAC February 6th through the 11th. One of the big stars of the show, Yaegel Welch, joins me to talk all about this big, big, big production. Hey, Yaegel.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm so excited to talk to you. Everybody is talking about To Kill a Mockingbird, but the more I do my research on this particular version of it, obviously people know the book, people know
hmm
the movie. But
hmm
tell us about how this particular retelling is different from maybe the story or the versions that other people are used to.
Well, I won't say that it's different. I'll say that this particular tale of it, which is a stage production, hones in on a singular part of the chapter while weaving everything else that happens in the book sort of around this event, which is the trial and death of Tom Robinson and how it affects this Southern young white family and what it transforms them to becoming, I guess is what the audience will generally leave with. But centering it around the trial and death of Tom Robinson sort of makes it very current because Tom Robinson is an innocent Black man who's being murdered at the hands of the law, being tried unjustly without any evidence of a crime that he couldn't have possibly committed. And so that's pretty genius because what's happened in America, like, I would say since Trayvon Martin, since Breonna Taylor, since George Floyd, Eric Garner, there's just so much video evidence that things that they say happened did not happen. And in fact, the law was actually the criminal in these particular trials. And so I think that centering it around that makes it so current so that modern day audiences get to connect and see the parallels between what's happened in the past and what's still happening and how we can actually sort of change that or what we can learn from that to be better.
So tell me what it's like playing such an iconic role like Tom Robinson.
What it's like, it's a privilege. I mean, the role comes to audiences with so much history behind it, whether it's they've read the book or they've seen the movie. People in America and across the world know this tale. It's one of the biggest selling books in our history. And so there's a lot of pressure that comes with, sort of filling expectations, but then there's also like a lot of joy because there's a lot of times that people uh, the trial and death of Tom Robinson sort of is about two chapters in the book, and it's featured in the movie, but there's a lot more that happens and a lot more is focused on in both of those particular iterations of this story. And so it's nice that people get to see a little bit more specifically what that was like and the intensity of that moment. And so it's a privilege because I believe we're doing something that is transforming lives and helping people see the potential of what society could be in a better way if we, just have a little bit more empathy.
What was it like when you got the notification, like, hey, you landed this part?
Oh my God, that was a glorious day. That was an amazing day. I mean, I got a call from our director, Bart Sher, um, asking me if I would be interested in taking the role on tour. And I was thrilled because it's a dream to get to take something that has so much history behind it across the country to so many different parts of the country with audiences that have different perspectives on different aspects of the story and just get to get all that information. And it's really helped me understand America better. And it's really made me more understanding in some ways of people who feel differently.
Has that helped you with your character?
Yes, absolutely. Um, Absolutely. I think that um, when you see that other people are having a sort of different experience, what it does is it makes me hone in like really solidly on the truth of what's happening to this character in these given circumstances. And if I can present that as honestly as possible, I think that no matter what perspective you lie on, I think empathy sort of hits you at the core, no matter where you land on any particular spectrum.
You know what I love, and we're talking, by the way, to Yaegel Welch playing Tom Robinson, To Kill a Mockingbird, coming to PPAC February 6th through the 11th. What I love about what Broadway and about what traveling theater has done, I feel like specifically in maybe recent years, and maybe it's always been like this, but I love that they take a certain part of a movie or an idea and I don't want to use the term blow it up, but that's essentially what we're doing, right? Like you're taking a concentration, a part of something so big, but you're centering in on it and making it so specific. And I think that that's cool. And I'm excited to see
Mhm.
um, what the show is going to look like. Now, have you ever been to Providence before?
I have. I actually went to grad school in the Boston area in a place called Waltham, a school called Brandeis University. And
Yes.
I drove in and out of Providence a few times to see some theater and things of that sort.
Oh, yes.
Because Brown University is there and there's Trinity Rep that is there, a
Yeah,
theater.
we
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Trinity just as well. That's so great. Now also, Eagle, like you have such an insane IMDb. But this is probably like a softball kind of question, but you've done TV, you've been on screen. So what do you prefer more? Do you prefer the screen stuff or the stage stuff?
I think that's hard to say. I feel like I've been doing stage um, so much throughout my life that I don't think I'll ever say I don't prefer it because I'm really at home on the stage and I love it. I am enjoying transitioning more to television because I love the freshness of that work every day. But I think that what you get from doing stage is so much good training, so much understanding of storytelling and what your body and instrument can do and how to control it, that all those things I think help you do the other medium. I'm reluctant to say what I prefer because I enjoy them both, but I'm always going to be a stage actor because that's just my roots.
It's at your core.
It's in my core, yes, but I am loving doing the television because I love telling a story. My dream currently to be on a show on network television and run for 7 seasons at least, growing the character in different circumstances from week to week. That sounds exciting to me.
Yeah, I mean, what's better than that?
Well, what
And
is better than that and having weekends off?
that's the dream right there. Love that. Because right now, knowing your tour schedule, there are no weekends off.
There are no weekends off. Technically, there are no true days off. I mean, we travel on our day off, which is Monday. And so we're off because we're not necessarily performing, but we are going from, I don't know, Florida to Minneapolis.
To Philly to Providence. And
Yeah.
yes, we're excited to obviously have you here, Yaegel Welch playing Tom Robinson at
Yes.
PPAC To Kill a Mockingbird, February 6th through the 11th. Thank you so much.
It was very much my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Becca.